Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever you are watching this, know that I appreciate you. It is I, Jay, and I'd like to welcome you to another day in the life of Jay. Yeah, baby, it is Tuesday morning, January 12th, 2020, and it is 9:35 in the a.m. and I am headed to work. And why am I headed to work at such a late time? Because the husband had another doctor's appointment today. This morning. He had one yesterday, but thankfully it was a phone appointment, so we didn't have to do any traveling, and I was able to get to work. But today we actually had to go into the office. And then he's got another one coming up this Thursday, and this is the surgical one that he is excited about because it should hopefully bring him a little bit of relief. This again is, well, we don't know if they're going to start all over again, which I think is what they're doing, starting all over again, but it's a 4-step process. The first 2 steps are the injections. The 3rd step is the beginning of the deadening of the nerves, and then the 4th step is the end, the last part of deadening the nerves. So as long as he reacts to the injections properly, he can get the assistance he needs on. He can continue on to steps 3 and 4. Do I want to do this? Do I want to do this? So yeah, and he had actually a really good reaction the last time he had this done. So the assumption is, oh, you're such an idiot. The assumption is that he will react just as well this time around. Because if, as I explained, I believe before, if he does not react to the injections properly, then they will make the conclusion, they'll come to the conclusion that it's not the actual issue if he does not react in a positive way to getting the pain blockers in his back. It means that it's something else. So then that means that they have to start the research process to see what else it could be. But as long as he reacts to the pain blockers in a positive way, meaning he is relieved of pain, then they start the next step, which is the actual deadening of the nerves. So that starts again this Thursday. He actually started this process the early part of 2020, but then good old Corey Covet stepped in and jacked all of that up. So he has to start all over. So yeah, that's our week as far as medical appointments are concerned. He was supposed to have another one tomorrow. I don't, in all honesty, remember what that other one was, but it turns out that it was canceled. So we don't have, so he doesn't have an appointment tomorrow, which is fine by me because I've got a month and a half's worth of work to shove into the next day and a half. The good thing is that I have actually already started the process. The bad thing is that there are only so many things that I can do without my employer responding. If he doesn't respond in a timely manner, then it's difficult for me to move forward. And some would say, well, just, do what you got to do. And that would be my sentiment as well. However, search that I need to do. I am sending him the information that I need to send him. We've got 4 new employees starting up next week, which I'm excited about. But at the same time, there are things that I need to pull together, like the employee handbook, which we already had, so I just had to make some changes, and the orientation process, which we did not have before. So I'm creating something brand new, and as I go along and send it to him, he's coming back with what he wants me to add, and so it's a back and forth kind of thing. He may see something that I forgot, I may see something that he forgot, so it's a back and forth kind of thing. But I've got literally the rest of today and all of tomorrow to get it done, because I won't be in the office on Thursday, and I need to have all of this to him before then, so that when I come back in on Friday, I just have to finalize the things and have it ready for Monday. So yeah, and I may go into the office on Thursday. It just really depends on how the surgery goes. It really depends on how the procedure goes. If the procedure goes well and I can get him home and get him settled and comfortable, then I will probably go to work. If it doesn't go well and he is suffering some discomfort, then I'll probably stay home with him. But for now, in my head, I'm saying I won't be at the office, so work accordingly, plan accordingly. So that's what I'm doing, or attempting to do. I've got to get gas. I also need to see how much money I have, so I know where I'm pulling the gas money from. So yeah, that's of course been the morning. That's what we've got going on for this week. I didn't do very much work last night. I did get the video formatted and scheduled for this morning, so by this point you should have seen it. If you have not, when you finish this one, hit the like button, but then also hit the subscribe button, and then hit the notification bell, so that you can be notified of when I upload videos, and then go back and watch some of the stuff that I've already posted. I have said recently, and I think it's actually quite true, I lead an excitingly boring life. What does that mean? I live a regular life. It's a day-to-day regular life. But we have our moments when things get like really very exciting, and it's like, what in the world? Because it's not always a good exciting. But things get exciting. Oh, there's a whole truck right there. But I gotta get over there. Come on. And I need to take this hat off. I've got to cut my hair. I have got to shave my head. And I've not done that because I've got 2 bumps, one here, which is going down. Very good, very good. I think I actually popped it accidentally, so now it's healing. I think that's what it is. It doesn't hurt to the touch anymore, so that's a good thing. And I've got one up in here somewhere, maybe off to the side, that I need to pop and release. It's basically a zit in my scalp, basically. It's so weird. Because when you think about zits, acne, you think about on your face or possibly on your back. But yes, I from time to time get them in my scalp. So I haven't shaved my head because I had those 2, and they're finally, it feels like finally released. So I will, is this my exit? I think so. So I will probably go ahead and cut my hair, shave my head this weekend. But I'm going to stop and get some gas, guys. Because I want to make sure I have, do I want to do this now though? Now that I'm thinking about it, yes I do. I He is on. Terribly sorry, sir. But you looked a little effeminate just a moment ago, and I do apologize for assuming that you were. So let me get this gas, and then I'll be right back. Well, let me do this first. All right, so gas has been gotten. I have gotten the gas fueled up. Almost a complete tank. But gas has gone up, and I didn't realize that. It's gone up since I filled up last week. It is now at least where I just was. It is 2:19. Thankfully, I used my fuel rewards. Whoa. Thankfully, I used my fuel rewards. I'm not even going to tell you all what stupidity I just saw. It was high risk. So I was able to get 15 cents off. So I paid $2.04 for my fuel. And now I am headed to work the rest of the way. Actually about to get off at my exit. I've got to get something to eat. I did have my meal replacement shake this morning. I can't even call it a shake. It's a meal replacement drink because I did not blend it with ice. I actually just put ice in it so that it would be cold. But I didn't blend it with ice. So it's just a drink, a cold drink. And I started that, it's 10 o'clock now, just about. So I did that at about 7:15, and I finished drinking at about 8. And it held me off. So now would be about the time that I would have like a snack bar or my trail mix or something like that. So it did what it was supposed to do. It held me off until it was time for me to have my snack. But I actually feel like having just a little bit more than a snack. So I am going to order a bad for me breakfast. What are you doing? Are you coming out of that spot? Come on. One person trying to park, one person coming out of a parking spot, and I want to be as far away as I possibly can so that there are no mishaps. So I am going to get myself a bad for me breakfast and a cup of sweet tea. But the meal replacement drink worked. I will say that. And it worked when I used it the other day. I just didn't really talk about it, but it worked when I used it the other day. And again, it's 4 days like today where I don't think I'm going to be able to get a meal. Hold on, guys, 1 second, guys. So breakfast ordered. So what did I have in my drink today? So of course the meal replacement, but I had, I did 8 ounces of water, 4 ounces of almond milk, a scoop of meal replacement, a scoop, half a scoop of my super greens. I didn't do a full scoop. A full scoop of my collagen, and like a quarter teaspoon. My phone's ringing, hold on. All right, a quarter teaspoon of chia seeds and The only reason I used the superfoods is because it's flavored. My meal replacement is vanilla. And sometimes that's fine, but sometimes it isn't. So I used a half a scoop of the superfoods because they're raspberry and I wanted a little bit of flavor. I had to throw out my caramel syrups because when I used my caramel and my chocolate, when I used my caramel sundae, I began feeling nauseous after I had a cup of coffee. So I figured that's the only thing that could be the reason why. The reason why I was feeling nauseous. Thank you. It's the only reason why I could have been feeling nauseous is because I used the caramel. How are you? Great, how are you? Have some strawberry preserves, please. Strawberry? Yes. Thank you. I figured that's the only reason why I was feeling nauseous is because I had the caramel may have gone bad. So I tossed that out Sunday. And so I didn't have it today to put in there. And then I also did not use any monk fruit today to make it sweet. I wanted to taste it without the monk fruit because I wanted to see how sweet it was with just the meal replacement and the superfood. And it actually was sweet enough. So I know now that I can have it without the monk fruit. And if I want to put it in there, I can. The monk fruit just takes it up a little bit higher in the sweetness, but not super high. So it's not like I have to have it, but I did want to try it with and then one without. And I've done that and it's okay either way. So yeah. Yeah. I probably won't go to lunch today. Just because I'm an hour. It is 10 o'clock exactly. Yep, 10 o'clock exactly. So I am coming in an hour after I typically do. So yeah, that's what's been going on. Like I said, I got a video scheduled for this morning, so you should have seen it by now. If not, go look for it. It is entitled, Was It Another Stroke? And it's based on him being in the hospital last week. I did the video for that Monday, entitled He's Back in the Hospital. And then Tuesday was It Another Stroke? Because we were trying to determine if he indeed had another stroke. Thankfully, it looks like, well, I won't tell you, even though you probably figure out what I meant. So yeah, if you have not subscribed, like I said before, subscribe, like this video, hit the notification bell so that you can be informed of the next time that I do post a video, which is typically, and I said it in yesterday's video, Monday through Friday. And it's usually a week behind. I think I have figured out that is what works best for me, not to post daily. Like tonight, I will not be posting this video for tomorrow. That is just too much pressure on me. Way more pressure than I need, taking into consideration everything else I got going on in my life. So it is typically a week behind, but I post Monday through Friday. This week you are getting 2 extra days because I'm also having my COVID journey come up on part 1 on Saturday, part 2 on Sunday. So you will get 2 extra days, but I will typically post Monday through Friday. I have them scheduled to come out at 7 a.m. And depending on my analytics, which I'm trying to get better at paying attention to, if it looks like my videos are being watched at a different time more often, then I'll switch up the time. But for now, when I schedule my videos, I have them scheduled to hit at 7 a.m. So that it's done and it's out there and over with, and people are watching it as they get ready for work, or while they're watching it as they get ready for work. If you're like me, I wake up in the morning, and I need to get off of here. I wake up in the morning, I read my devotions, I pray, And then I listen to our prayer every morning. And by the time I do that, it is about 7 o'clock, 7:15, somewhere in there. So if you're like me, then it's going to hit right around the time that you are at a point where you can actually watch a video. So with that, peace and blessings. Remember to walk in your purpose and know that I appreciate you.